MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Los Angeles Dodgers.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters' meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
Clayton Kershaw will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Clayton Kershaw, he just breathes different air than everybody else. The best pitcher in the game of baseball. Good fastball, good changeup, good cutter, and a terrific curveball. When you think about the Cy Young Award, he's always in the mix. He's good, he's strong, he's left-handed, and he's quite simply one of the greatest pitchers of all time.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for the Cubs, shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
Here it comes now to Andrus. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Our game time temperature here to start play, a balmy 86 degrees at first pitch. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. The 1-2. Fouled off. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is...
Ouch, that one hit him.
Well, there's no strategic reason to hit the leadoff man that I can think of. So now he's aboard with no outs to start the game, and that's not how you want to get your outing underway on the mound.
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. No balls and 1 strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul for strike 2. Oh, and look out now. Back-to-back batters hit by the pitch, and guys don't take kindly to that.
Hitting guys back-to-back? Umpires don't have much patience for that kind of thing, whether it's intentional or not, and neither does the team that's getting plunked.
So in now for Chicago, Chris Bryant. From the stretch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Kershaw now on 1-1. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1 on to first, and they turn the double play.
Not what you expect from your 3-hole hitter when the first 2 guys get on base. That's pretty deflating. But now we'll see if the cleanup guy can still pick up the runner at third.
Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from third and get your team back motivated again.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0, and he fouls this one off. Andrews on third with 2 out. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Fouled away. Two balls and 2 strikes to Rizzo. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Waiting on it is Toles. And that retires the side. So they're able to get the runner to third in the opening half inning, but can't bring him around. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not. Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Here's Starling Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Dodgers, center fielder, Starling Marte.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Gone! It's a solo shot for Starling Marte. His first homer here in the series, and the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
Into the box now, Chris Taylor. As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Almora, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting third, the shortstop, Corey Seager.
Standing in, Corey Seager. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. Strike one to start the at-bat. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Into the box, Justin Turner. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Another first-inning RBI opportunity for him here. Now the 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Andrus has it on to first, and there are two down.
Batting sixth, left fielder, Matt Kemp.
Coming to the plate now, Matt Kemp. And the Dodgers with an opportunity for more here in the first. Here comes the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-0 is in there for strike one.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball two. Now the 2-1 is in there for strike number two. The 2-2 hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's Javier Baez. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw. He's gone 3 for 8. 2 of those hits were for home runs.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Baez stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Now another 0-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early. Then those last two were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
The 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit. Play more gap to gap and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
This one's down to third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting sixth, the catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Digging in, Wilson Contreras, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
2 balls and a strike. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. A swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball. 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And there's ball 2 now. And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1. Now a swing and a miss as he was trying to flick that one the other way, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
I mean, this offense has gotten some ugly swings off early. This pitcher is on point right now. He is mixing and matching.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 2-0. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. His matchup numbers with Hendricks, just a 1 for 9.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a sinker that didn't sink enough, just missed high. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Set to deliver on 2-1. 3-1.
1 strike.
And a 2-2 sinker falls in there. 3-2 now.
3-2.
Hit out towards second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting eighth, right fielder, Andrew Cole.
Striding into the box, Andrew Toles. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. So 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. His first homer so far in the series. And the Dodgers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
You think it's easy to be a pitcher at this level? Well, when the number 8 hitter takes you deep, you know there's no such thing as an easy out.
Batting ninth,
Stepping in now, Clayton Kershaw. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. Down the third baseline. And there are two away now.
center fielder number 6, Starling Marte.
Coming to the plate now, Starling Marte. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Very rarely, Matt, do you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here. This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. Fouled off.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And another foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. And Baez will put this one away to retire the side. But the Dodgers add on courtesy of this solo home run. We've played 2. It's now 3-0 Los Angeles. Not far from us here at Dodger Stadium, the beautiful beaches of Southern California. Thanks again for joining us on MLB Network.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Into the box, Kyle Hendricks. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting number 1, shortstop, Elvis Andrews.
So 2 are gone now in the Cubs' half of the third, and it's back to the top of the lineup now for Elvis Andrews. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Andrus will take the turn and head for second here. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
In now, Albert Almora, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Two balls and a strike. Andrus at second with 2 down. Hit out towards second. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Into the box now, Chris Taylor. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Second baseman, Chris Taylor.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Here's a high pop-up. Baez is there for it. 1 out.
The batter number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Here's Corey Seager. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Happ is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 2.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman, Cody Ellinger.
Stepping into the box, Cody Bellinger. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball one. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Outside, 3-0 now. Justin Turner would be next. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Full count to Bellinger, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit. And he will not have time to recover it short. That's an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Here's a look over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer here in the series. And with it, the Dodgers have opened it up to a 5-0 lead. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. So here's Matt Kemp now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's one that misses to Kemp as he works it back to 2-2. hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. We're through 3 here in Southern California, and the lead is now 5-0. Here's Chris Bryant now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Bryant around first, heading for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
The next Cub up, Anthony Rizzo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chopper foul. Bryant leads off second with nobody out. One and one the count to the Cubs first baseman. The 1-1. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
This is where a strikeout pitcher has such a big advantage. Runner on second and no outs is definitely a strikeout situation in order to keep that runner from getting to third with less than 2 outs. When you can do it, it changes the whole strategy of the inning. Even a ground ball to the right side makes this a lot more dangerous situation.
He's set and the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. Got him.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. That makes it a 5-1 contest.
Dan, you find yourself in trouble early putting guys on base, but then you're able to wiggle out of it, get 2 quick outs. You think you're going to get your team off the field, and with 2 outs, you give up a run-scoring base hit.
You know what happens sometimes, Dero? You lose concentration. You find yourself in a tough spot. You get 2 outs. You think you're just almost out of it, and you lose concentration, and that might have been what happened in that case.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, waiting on at his toes. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Dodgers lead this one 5-1. Next up for Los Angeles, Yasmani Grandal. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here he comes again, 1-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Just hung in there on that one. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Another full count offering on its way. A bouncer to the left side, and Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8-pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
Dero, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate, just enough for a base hit.
that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. 5-1 our score as we play the fourth here. On the move again from first. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Almora. One down.
The pitcher, number 22, Clayton Kershaw.
The pitcher, Clayton Kershaw, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. Oh, but the feet of the shortstop is off the mark. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Starling Marte. 1 for 2 with a solo shot that came back in the first inning. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Five runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Next for the Dodgers, Chris Taylor. 0 for 2 for him so far. He's flied out and popped out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is fouled at the plate. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Jason Hayward will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 24, Jason Hayward.
And he lays off there 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. Taylor's got it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Here it comes. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Markakis is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Once again a 3-2. He spoils another one and will do it again. Payoff pitch one more time. This one's down to third. Turner has it. On to first, and Markakis is retired, 2 away.
Now batting number 1, shortstop, Elvis Andrews.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and it's back to the top of the lineup now for Elvis Andrews. On its way is pitch number 75. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Swing and a line drive, but foul.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Cubs are down in order. They're down 5-1. John Lester, the 6'4" southpaw, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
John Lester.
Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as the 2016 National League Rookie of the Year, Corey Seager, settles in to start things out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Nope.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. No contact there, and it's 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Popped up. Bryant has a play, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And a ball 1-0.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
The 1-0 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Bases are empty, one man out. On the ground, a second for Baez. Scooped up. Throw on to first, two gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin Turner.
Ready for another shot now, Justin Turner. And he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
That last at-bat, that showed me something. It's not that easy to hit a changeup over 400-plus feet out of the ballpark. So this guy gets some good extension, strong wrist, and this guy's got some terrific bat speed.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
And he misses there, 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Dodgers out in front, 5-1. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Popped him up. Bellinger over to his left. 1 out.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
So striding forward now, Chris Bryant. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
First pitch on its way. Popped high in the air. Grandal is there. 2 down.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Ready now, Anthony Rizzo. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Hit hard but fouled off toward the dugout. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit to first. Bellinger fields cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down here 5-1. So stepping in, Matt Kemp. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Favorable call in there for a strike. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And Kemp fails to connect there as this is cut on and missed for the first out of the inning.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Strike called. 2-1. His past history against John Lester. He's a .300 hitter, 3 for 10. Two and one. Here's Lester's offering. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Here's Lester now on 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Hit in the air down the right field line. And Markakis won't get there. It's a foul ball. Struck him out.
big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Andrew Toles will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First offering on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. We're in the sixth inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Two balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
To first, Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the seventh here in game one. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Cubs 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Seventh inning coming up now in game one as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. In now, Javier Baez, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
0-1 the count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And no swing apparently, ball one.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. High in the air out to center field. After it is Marte. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Now to the plate, Wilson Contreras. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
The 1-0. Misses down below the knees. Kershaw has been strong thus far. Just 1 run through 6 1/3. A strike, and it's 2-1. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Bellinger's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 6, Ian Happ.
Stepping in, Ian Happ. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
The 1-0. Sinking liner toward left, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So worst case scenario, a 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off next inning.
Left ball just landed in front of the left fielder for a single. You know, the batter wants that one back. He thought he should have drove it a little bit better than that, but a knock is a knock.
Victor Caratini is into the on-deck circle now as he'll pinch hit for the pitcher, Lester. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. One left for the Cubs. They're down 5-1. Steve Cishek gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. At the plate, Clayton Kershaw. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Clayton Kershaw.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, I don't blame this guy right here. I would have took the first pitch myself. All you got is kneecaps and elbows coming at you.
Line drive to left. But coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's Starling Marte as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. And that one just missed outside. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Hit in the air to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Almora.
He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Chris Taylor.
Settling in now, Chris Taylor. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
2 out, nobody on. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. We'll see Nick Markakis when we come back. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Cubs 1. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Here's Elvis Andrus now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Hit hard on the ground to second. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. So the Dodgers trying to close this one out in front of the home crowd here at Dodger Stadium as you get a look there at our line score through the first 7+. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's ball 1. Cue shot here out towards short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They're down here 5-1. Mike Montgomery is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 38, Mike Montgomery.
Here's Corey Seager. His head-to-head history with Montgomery. He's gone 3 for 6.
Corey Seager.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game. If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, half. One away.
First baseman number 35, Cody Bellinger.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. The 2-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Contreras goes to get it and makes the throw to first. 2 down. Striding in, Justin Turner. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We're on to the 9th here in game 1. LA's on top 5-1. Pedro Baez comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Pedro Baez.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Career numbers against Baez. He's 1 for 4. First pitch on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Baez rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a little tapper. That's 2-2. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Marte going back. Gone! Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. His first homer so far in the series, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Kenley Jansen takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
First baseman number 44,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 on its way. This is pulled into right. Cole is there. 1 away. Final line there for the Dodgers starting pitcher, and he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Digging in once again, Javier Baez. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Started that swing a bit too early.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Waiting on it is Toles, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 40.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen, batting at an even .400. He's set. Here it comes. There's a strike. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hands.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this is a strike 3 called, and a bit of a questionable ending there as the ball game is over.
Well, folks, that's what Kenley Jansen does. When he enters the game, the hopes of the other team, they usually just leave. Slams the door again right here.
And guys, a Dodger victory may not have been possible here without the start turned in by this man, Clayton Kershaw. Picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he ended up handing things off to his bullpen buddies in the ninth, but still 8 strong innings from him really showed a lot in this one.
Five to 2 the final today. The Dodgers win the opener here in the division series. Clayton Kershaw gets the W on the mound. Kyle Hendricks was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon for the victorious Dodgers. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Cubs, 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending today's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.